Good morning students. Welcome back to Zoology online class. Last class we have discussed about dairy farming, aquaculture and fishiculture. So what is dairy farming? Rearing of cattle for milk production. Rearing of cattle for milk production. What is aquaculture? Aquaculture involves rearing of economically important aquatic organisms. Aquaculture is the rearing of economically important aquatic organisms. What is fishiculture? Fishiculture is the process of breeding and rearing of fishes. Breeding and rearing of fishes in ponds, lakes, rivers and paddy fields. Today we are going to discuss about the remaining economical importance animals, that is vermitechnology and apiculture. So vermitechnology involves production of earthworms and vermicompost. Okay. So the first one is vermitechnology. Maintenance of soil organic matter is very important for sustainable productivity and this is attained by vermitechnology. What is vermiculture? Vermiculture involves the artificial rearing of earthworms and using them for the production of compost from natural organic waste. So vermicompost or vermiculture involves the artificial rearing of earthworms and using them for the production of compost from natural organic waste. So what are the earthworm species involved for vermiculture? The earthworms used for vermicompost production are Pheronix excavators, Eisenia fetida, Eutrylus eugeniae. Okay. So vermicomposting. It is an important component of organic farming which can convert bio-waste into nutrient-rich organic manure by using earthworms. How it occurs? It is an important component of organic farming which can convert bio-waste into nutrient-rich organic manure by using earthworms. So with the help of earthworms, the bio-waste are converted into rich organic manure. So the earthworms feed on the organic waste. Earthworms feed on the organic waste and excrete it in digested form known as castings. The compost is generally called vermicompost. This compost is generally called vermicompost. Then what is vermicompost? Vermicompost is the excreta which is a fine granular organic matter formed by the decomposition of organic materials by the earthworm. So what is vermicompost? Vermicompost is the excreta which is a fine granular organic matter formed by the decomposition of organic materials by the earthworm. Okay, are you understand? Next one, vermicomposting materials. For preparation of vermicompost, what are the materials necessary? The first thing, biologically degradable organic waste are used as potential organic resources for vermicomposting. Biologically degradable organic waste are used as potential organic resources for vermicomposting. They are, the first one is agricultural waste. So that is crop residue, vegetables waste, sugarcane, trash. Okay. The second thing, crop residues, rice straw, tea waste, cereal and pulse residues, rice husk, tobacco waste and coir waste. Third, leaf litter, pieces of leaf or dried leaf. Fourth thing, fruit and vegetable waste. And next, animal waste, that is cattle dung, poultry droppings, pig slurry, goat and sheep droppings. That's the last one, biogas slurry. These are the materials we have to add it and make a vermicomposting. So once again, what are the materials necessary for making vermicomposting? The first one, agricultural waste. Second one, crop residues, that is rice straw, tea waste, cereal and pulse residues, okay, rice husk, tobacco waste, coir waste. Next, leaf litter. Next, fruit and vegetable waste. After that, animal waste, that is cattle dung, poultry droppings, pig slurry, coat and sheep droppings. The last we have to add biogas slurry. Clear it? Have you got it everyone? Okay. So next one, vermicomposting by bin method. Okay. So based on bin method, how to prepare vermicomposting. Let us see one by one. It is the rearing of earthworms in a container or bin. So rearing of earthworms in a container or bin. The container is half filled with bedding materials such as shredded cardboard, leaves, paddy husk, chopped straw, sawdust and manure. Okay, first we have to take a container or bin. Then half filled with bedding materials such as shredded cardboard, leaves, paddy husk, chopped straw, sawdust and manure. Okay. Next, small quantity of soil and sand is added to provide necessary grit for the worms. Okay. What we have to add it? We have to add soil or sand. The bedding material should be moistened by adding water that enable free movements of the worms. Okay. So bedding materials we have to add here water. Then only they can able to move freely. The worms are gently placed and spread evenly on the bedding. So after that we have to spread the worms on the bedding. Next, organic waste or kitchen waste, vegetable and fruit waste we have to add it, which are fed by the earthworms. For eating we have to add organic waste. The bin is covered with coconut leaves or kanni bags to conserve moisture. So the bin is covered with coconut leaves or kanni bags. For what purpose we have to cover it? To conserve moisture. It provides darkness and keep out of frost. After a period of 60 days, the waste are completely transformed into nutrient-rich materials that are excreted by earthworms known as worm castings. These castings are harvested and used as organic manure. So once again we can see vermicomposting by bin method. So in this method, for rearing of earthworms we have to take it bin or container. After that we have to half filled with bedding materials, that is shredded cardboard, leaves, paddy husk, chopped straw, sawdust and manure. After that a small quantity of soil and sand is added to provide necessary grit for the worms. Okay. Then the bedding material should be moistened by adding water. Okay. Then the worms can able to move freely. After that we gently place the worms on the bedding. For worms eating we have to add organic waste, that is kitchen waste, vegetable and fruit waste. Okay. The bin is covered with, last what we have to do? We have to cover the bin. Okay. Why we have to cover it? With coconut leaves or kanni bags to conserve moisture, provide darkness and keep out of frost. Clear it? So we have to cover that bin with coconut leaves or kanni bags to conserve moisture, provide darkness and keep out of frost. Okay. After a period of 60 days, what happens? The waste are completely transformed into nutrient-rich materials that are excreted by earthworms, okay, known as worm castings. These castings are harvested and used as organic manure. Have you got it everyone? Clear? Okay. So next we can see advantages of vermicompost. Okay. What are the uses of vermicompost? Vermicompost is dark brown in color and similar to farmyard manure in color and appearance. It is a rich source of nutrients essential for plant growth. It makes the soil fertile. Clear? The first point, it is a rich source of plant growth, nutrients and for plant growth and makes the soil fertile. Next, it improves the water holding capacity and helps to prevent soil erosion. So, vermicompost improves the water holding capacity and helps to prevent soil erosion. Next, it contains valuable vitamins, enzymes and growth regulator substance. It contains valuable vitamins, enzymes and growth regulator substance. Next, it enhances decomposition of organic matter in soil. It enhances decomposition of organic matter in soil. Next, vermicompost is free from pathogens and toxic elements. Do not have pathogens, okay, and toxic elements. So, pathogen means disease causing organisms. Clear? The last one, vermicompost is rich in beneficial microflora. Only useful microorganisms are there. So, vermicompost is rich in beneficial microflora. So, once again, the advantages of vermicompost. So, it is a rich source of nutrient, essential for plant growth and makes the soil fertile. Next, it improves the water holding capacity. So, it helps to prevent soil erosion. Next, it contains valuable vitamins, enzymes and growth regulator substances. Okay. Next, it enhances decomposition of organic matter in soil. Next, it is free from pathogens and toxic elements. The last one, it is rich in beneficial microflora. Got it everyone? So, vermitechnology. Under vermitechnology, we have seen vermicompost, vermiculture and how to prepare vermicompost by wind method. Clear children? I hope everyone understood. Let us learn about apiculture. Apiculture is the rearing of honeybee for honey. It is also called beekeeping. What is apiculture? Apiculture is the rearing of honeybee for honey. It is also called beekeeping. So, it is a profitable rural based industry. So, honeybees are domesticated by farmers to produce honey. Honeybees are domesticated by farmers. For what purpose it is domesticating? To produce honey. Okay. Now, we can see types of honeybee. There are three types of honeybee. They are queen bee, drones, worker bees. Queen bee, drones, worker bee. The first one is queen bee. The queen is the largest member and the fertile female of the colony. Queen is the largest member and the fertile female of the colony. They are formed from fertile eggs. They are formed from fertile eggs. The queen is responsible for laying eggs in a colony. The queen is responsible for laying eggs in a colony. Next, drones. They are the fertile males. They are the fertile males. They develop from unfertilized egg. They develop from unfertilized egg. They are larger than the workers and smaller than the queens. They are larger than the workers and smaller than the queens. Their main function is to fertilize the eggs produced by the queen. Third one, worker bees. They are sterile female bees. So, worker bees are sterile female bees and are the smallest members of the colony. So, worker bees are the smallest members of the colony. Their function is to collect honey, look after the young ones, clean the comb, defend the hive and maintain the temperature of the beehive. So, what are the functions of worker bee? Their function is to collect honey, look after the young ones, clean the comb, defend the hive and maintain the temperature of the beehive. So, how many types of honeybee? There are three types of honeybee. What are they? Queen bee, drones, worker bee. So, what are queen bee? It is the largest member and the fertile female of the colony. Okay. So, what is the function? Queen is responsible for laying eggs in a colony. So, only laying eggs. Drones, they are fertile males. Drones are fertile males. Then who is fertile female? Queen bee. Queen bees are fertile female. Drones are fertile males. What is the function of drones? Their main function is to fertilize the eggs that is produced by queen. So, their main function in drones function is to fertilize the eggs. Then, what are worker bees? They are sterile female bees. Worker bees are sterile female bees and are smallest members of the colony. They are the smallest members of the colony. Okay. Tell me the functions of worker bees. Their function is to collect honey, look after the young ones, clean the comb, defend the hive and maintain the temperature of the beehive. Clear? Have you got it? Okay. Let us learn about varieties of honey bee. There are two main varieties. One is indigenous varieties, another one is exotic varieties. The first one is indigenous varieties. What are they? They are Apis dorsata, Apis florea, Apis indica. So, Apis dorsata means rock bee or wild bee. Apis florea, little bee. Apis indica, Indian bee. Got it? So, what are the indigenous varieties? Apis dorsata, Apis florea, Apis indica. Okay. Exotic varieties. Apis mellifera, Apis adamsoni. So, Apis mellifera means Italian bee. Apis adamsoni means African bee. Clear? So, these are the varieties of honey bee. Now, we can see structure of bee comb. The comb of the bees is formed mainly by the secretion of wax glands present in the abdomen of the worker bee. A comb is a vertical sheet of wax with double layer of hexagonal cells. Okay. Comb is a vertical sheet of wax with double layer of hexagonal cells. Then formation of honey. The honey bees suck the nectar from various flowers. So, honey bees suck the nectar from various flowers. The nectar passes to the honey sac. The nectar passes to the honey sac. In the honey sac, the sucrose present in the nectar mixes with acidic secretion and by enzymatic action, it is converted into honey which is stored in the vessel chambers of the hive. Clear? How do we get it honey? The honey bees suck the nectar from various flowers. The nectar passes to honey sac. In the honey sac, what is present? Sucrose is present and it mixes with nectar, acidic secretion and by enzymatic action. It is converted into honey which is stored in the special chambers of the hive. Quality of honey depends upon the flowers available to the bees for nectar and pollen collection. So, quality is based on flowers available to the bees for nectar and pollen collection. Clear it? Okay. So, now we can see product from honey bee. Okay. What are the product we are getting from honey bee? Honey bees are used in the production of honey and bee wax. Everyone we know, isn't it? So, honey bees, from the honey bees we are getting that honey and bee wax. Okay. Honey bees are used in the production of honey and bee wax. So, honey is used for our health. It will prevent many diseases, isn't it children? Okay. Other useful products obtained from honey bees are bee pollen, royal jelly, propolis and bee venom. Okay. So, products are bee pollen, royal jelly, propolis and bee venom. The main products honey and bee wax. Okay. First one, honey. So, honey is a sweet, viscous, edible, natural food product. So, everyone like to eat it. Is it children? Okay, so it's a sweet, viscous, edible, natural food product. Dextrose and sucrose gives sweet taste to the kani. So, how we are getting the sweet taste to the kani? It contains dextrose and sucrose. It also contains amino acids, B complex vitamins, ascorbic acid and minerals. What are the things present? Amino acids, B complex vitamins, ascorbic acid and minerals. So, formic acid is a preservative in kani. So, kani we can store it many days, isn't it? It won't be decay because it contains formic acid. So, formic acid is a preservative. Invertase is an enzyme present in kani. So, invertase is an enzyme present in kani. So, uses of kani. Kani has an antiseptic and antibacterial property. So, it is an antiseptic and antibacterial property. It is a blood purifier. So, kani is a blood purifier. It helps in building up of hemoglobin content in the blood. It helps in building up of hemoglobin content in the blood. It is used in Ayurvedic and Unani system of medicines. It is used in Ayurvedic and Unani system of medicines. It prevents cough, cold, fever and relieves sore throat. Okay, it prevents cough, cold, fever and relieves sore throat. Next, it is a remedy for ulcers of tongue, stomach and intestine. It is a remedy for ulcers of tongue, stomach and intestine. It enhances digestion and appetite. It enhances digestion and appetite. So, these are the uses of kani. So, once again we can see uses of kani. Honey is a blood purifier. It is a blood purifier. It has an antiseptic and antibacterial property. It has antiseptic and antibacterial property. It helps in building up of hemoglobin content in the blood. It is used in Ayurvedic and Unani system of medicines. It prevents cough, cold, fever and relieves sore throat. It cures ulcers. That means ulcers of tongue, stomach and intestine. So, it prevents digestion and appetite. Have you got it? I hope all understood. Okay. Now, we can mark the questions. Take your book, children. Turn page number 288. Page number 288. Roman letter 7. Question number 3. Roman letter 7. Question number 3. What are the sources of organic resources for vermicomposting? What are the sources of organic resources for vermicomposting? Answer. Turn page number 284. Turn page number 284. See the vermicomposting materials given. Have you seen vermicomposting materials? In that 5 points you mark it. 5 points from agricultural waste to biogas slurry or till animal waste. So 6 points given, you will mark it 5 points. Okay. Next question. Roman letter 7, question number 5. Roman letter 7, question number 5. Classify the different breeds of the cattle with suitable examples. Classify the different breeds of the cattle with suitable examples. Turn page number 279. Page number 279. Okay. There, see cattle breeds. In that paragraph, last to third line, they are classified into 3 types. Cattle breeds are classified into 3 types. Dairy breeds, draught breeds, dual purpose breeds. Mark it. First, dairy breeds. First 2 line. Dairy breeds, first 2 line till obtaining milk. One example you mark it. Sahiwal. Next, draught breeds. First 3 line till carting. irrigation and hearting. Next one example mark it. Amrit Magal or anyone. Kangeyam. Third, dual purpose breeds. First three line. Till useful for farm work. Useful for farm work. Next you mark it. One example Haryana. Haryana. Okay. Marked. First you mark it. Dairy breeds. There two line and example. Next drought breeds. 3 line and example. Then dual purpose breeds 3 line and example. So that's all. Children, you read it and learn it. Okay. Thank you, students.